all. Peace and blessing. What's happening? I hope you guys are here. Men and women, I hope you all are here. Good evening to everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope they're peace and blessings to everyone. Hope everyone had a blessed day today, had a good day. Waiting on more people to come into the live stream tonight. Have some important things that we need to talk about. Let's see how many people are right now. Just one person. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I don't see anybody yet. Just still waiting for more people to come into the live tonight. I hope you're there. I see 2 people on so far. When we get to 4, then I can start. Have some really interesting stuff to talk about for you all tonight. Have some really interesting news. Let me see how many is on so far. Let's see. I see 3 people so far. Eric, what's up, man? Peace, brother. What's happening? What's happening, man? Eric, it's always good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for your support, man. I definitely really appreciate it, brother. Okay, I see 4 people so far on the live so far. I have an important announcement I want to make before we get into the topic. There was a black man that was scammed out of $300,000 in a romance scam. We're going to talk about that tonight. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Who's this that sent this? Kids with a Dream. Hey, kids, thank you for the gift, man. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me see how many people in the live so far. Okay, we got 6 people. Okay, I'm getting ready to jump right into the topic. Well, there's some news that I'd like to discuss with you guys. And I hope you guys is listening to this because this is very, very important. This is to Passport Bros, and this is for content creators. I want to give you some very important advice. God bless you too, man. I hope you have a blessed day. Oh, thank you, Kid Dream. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. If any of you guys here for the first time, make sure you hit that like button to subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it, okay? Okay, yeah, how you doing? Let me see, who's this? Yuga, thank you. Thank you, man. We got some really good people on here tonight. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody's support, man. That really, you all are the reason why I come on here. You all are the reason why I come on here every. Hey, Joseph, I see you tried to call me. What's up, Joe? We gonna get together. I'm gonna get with you this week, man. We're gonna talk. Okay, I didn't forget about you. Sometimes I have to, I have to get up early in the morning. I have to go to bed. So, you know, but we gonna talk, man. We're gonna talk. I haven't forgot about you, brother. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all for the support. Thank you, Kid with the Dream. Thank you. And like I said, if this is your first time subscribing, please hit that like button to subscribe. Thank you. Mr. J is in the house. What's up, Jay? Yeah, everything is well. Everything is good. I just got some important information that I want to tell you guys. If you guys are here for the first time, if you want to know the truth, you came to the right place. I'm going to always tell you the truth. Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Always remember that. I'm going to always bring you. This is not, if you're looking for booty cheeks and chicas, showing their rears and all that stuff, this is not the channel for that. This is not the channel for that. Hey, thank you for the 100. Hugo, thank you very much. Thank you for the gift of the 100. Thank you so much. Thank you. I try to bring you guys real stuff that's going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because life is so short. I'm telling you, you know what? This has been weird. This month, let me see. This is October. No, this is November. Between October and November, I have been getting a lot of obituaries of people passing away, like I've never seen before. I'm serious. It's like every 2 or 3 days, I get a notification on Facebook. Somebody I know passed away. This person passed away. This person passed away. And then I went to work and found out a young lady that I used to work with passed away. I mean, people are just leaving here just by the minute. Yeah, yeah, people. I mean, I don't know. It's like people are just dropping dead. I mean, dying. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know when it's going to be your last day here. You do not know. And the purpose of this channel, I don't want you to waste no time. I'm 61 years old. Believe me, I wasted a lot of time. So my job is to tell you how not to make the same mistakes that I made. Okay? Of your life. Take advantage of your youth while you have it. Because it's not promised. It's not. I want you guys to travel to Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, wherever it is that you go. I want you all to be happy. I want you all to have a good life. So let me talk about a little bit about the passport bros, and let me tell you, I heard some things that I'd like to share with you all. This is very important things. Okay. Okay, the passport bro movement has been around for years. Okay, we hear about it on YouTube all the time. We hear about it on YouTube all the time. About we go to foreign countries and we're looking for traditional wives and stuff like that. And we go to Colombia, go to Thailand, we go to all these different countries. But what the passport bros need to do is start showing show as evidence by what have you accomplished. Show me your wife. Show me the home that you just moved into. Show me how much better it is out there dating foreign women than it is dating here in America. Because what I'm listening to and what I'm seeing is very disturbing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Hi, how you doing, Calvin? But start showing some of the accomplishments that you made. Most of you all do not show no accomplishments. I've seen a very few, but I keep hearing about that these women in other countries are better than the US, right? Why don't you guys ever show that? Show me that you just had a baby and you just married this beautiful Thai girl or this beautiful Brazilian girl or this beautiful Colombian girl. Because what I'm hearing, and this is disturbing what I'm hearing, please, guys, please, to all content creators, please stop putting all your nasty business on YouTube. Please stop. Please stop telling about a girl that you got pregnant and she had an abortion in Colombia. That is nobody's business. That is nobody's business. Why do you put that type of information out there? And then there was another guy that I'm not gonna mention no names, but there was another guy that got on there talking about, oh, these Colombian girls, you don't have to wear a cover, you don't have to wear a condom. Oh, they let you go into them raw. What are you doing? That is nobody's business about whether you screwing women raw without a condom. Why would you put that on YouTube? That type of content. Oh, all these, this is like all these girls in Sasua and all these girls in Colombia, they don't mind you not wearing a condom. I was like, oh my God. Let me see. I'm gonna read some of these. Okay, stop putting your YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. Yeah, I'm talking about personal stuff. I'm talking about real personal stuff. One guy talk about. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention his name, but he talked about a girl that he met in the Dominican Republic, and talking about she aborted his baby. She had an abortion. You know, her parents made her have. Why would you put that on YouTube? Why? Because the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because you have people, remember this, you have people who are very high up in very high places that watch these videos. Gustavo Petro, the president of Colombia, he watches YouTube and listens what you be saying. The president of Brazil watches YouTube. He listens what you all be saying. The higher ups in Thailand watches YouTube. Donald Trump watches YouTube. Be careful. YouTube is a very great platform. I'm glad to be able to start a business with YouTube. YouTube has been great to me, and I respect it. It's a very, very powerful platform. It's like a car. I've said this before. I say YouTube is like having a car. An automobile could be a great thing. It takes you to work. It takes you to go pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? It takes you grocery shopping, to run errands. Having an automobile is a great thing. But at the same thing, if you get behind the wheel intoxicated, it becomes a dangerous thing, a weapon. And same thing about YouTube. It could be a great thing, but it could be a dangerous thing. But I just cannot understand why these guys continuously put their business on YouTube about these chicas in Colombia and Dominican Republic and Brazil talking about having unprotected sex. And there was another guy that was in Thailand talking about he called STDs. And he had to go to the doctor and all this type of stuff. It makes us look bad. It makes us look bad. But what I would like to see, I'm not saying everybody this way. I'm not saying all passport bros this way. I'm not saying all foreigners this way. I've made mistakes before too. I'm not, saying I'm holier than thou. I'm self-righteous. I've made mistakes before too. But what I would like to see more positive things that the passport bros are doing. I want to see some marriages. I want to see some some tangible relationships. I want to see some business opportunities that was done. I want to see all the other stuff I'm seeing on here is just foolishness. Just plain foolishness. Putting all your business and all this stuff about not wearing a condom and all that type of stuff about these Colombian girls. They don't mind if you don't wear. I mean, can you imagine what the Colombian people are thinking when you put that type of information out there about them? Because I'm telling you, they're really starting to hate us down there. They really are. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. I'm so sorry. We can have YouTube be a platform like this, posting private information about girls. Yeah. Let me see. Children too. Yeah, I know. Jay, sadly, distracted of YouTube have a flirt day with the screw ups. Some of these people on the travel space do. I don't know what they're doing on the travel space, man, but I'm telling you, we gotta do better, man. During the Charles Tyler era that I come from, when Charles Tyler was here, may he rest in peace, we talked about tangible stuff, man. I remember I met a brother that he purchased, he purchased condos in Santo Domingo. And he was telling you the process of being able to buy real estate. And he owned like several properties. We used to talk about things like that. There was another brother that had a business that he had ATM machines in different locations. Why don't we talk about stuff like that anymore? There was another brother that was teaching Forex trading. They were teaching you how to live abroad successfully. If you wanted to live in Brazil, we used to, Charles Tyler used to have people that would come on and they would show you the steps on how to live abroad successfully. We very rarely talked about females. We very rarely talked about females. Sometimes a guy would show a beautiful girl every now and then. That was it. Now everything is debauchery. Everything is debauchery. And you know what? One thing I noticed too, I noticed something. If you don't have a female showing her rear on a thumbnail or something like that that's pertaining to females, you get very low views. You get very low views. Because I was browsing through YouTube the other day, and it seemed like every one of the videos that shows a girl turning around, showing her big rear, man, 100,000 views, 230,000 views. But the ones that don't show it get very low views, get low views. If you're not talking about sex exploitation. So the topic we're going to talk about today is that, like I said, this is a news channel. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you guys how to be careful, what to look out for, and don't fall into these traps. Because there's a lot of traps out there, man. There was a brother, a young brother, that lost $300,000 on a romance scam, a Ukrainian romance scam online. He lost $300,000. And what happened is it sucked him in. Because sometimes these romance scams, they can start off very small, but then they're like snowballs that's rolling down the hill. You remember you used to watch those cartoons? You remember those cartoons? When they used to take a snowball and it'd be about this small, and then they push it down the hill, and then the snow begin to accumulate and accumulate. Then all of a sudden you got this big old huge snowball, giant. That's how these romance scams happens. They start off small, they start off innocent, and then it gets worse. Did you guys know in 2023, the Federal Trade Commission reports approximately $1.4 billion was lost in romance scams, online romance scams. People was fleeced out of thousands and thousands of dollars every year from romance scams and from women pretending to be something that they're not. And I told you guys there's two different types of scams that you have to be careful of. You have a real romance scam and you have a fake romance scam. The fake romance scam is somebody that you are conversating with, but you never really physically met them. And then you have the real romance scams is somebody that you physically met or someone that you physically have been with that's still scamming you. But it's like millions of dollars is being lost every year because you got men out there that can't say no. I want you guys to hear this story, and I'm going to do my commentary about this brother. This is a brother that lost $314,000 in romance scam, but he didn't know how to turn it off. And what's so bad about it, excuse me, what's so bad about it is that he never even met the person. Hey, can you guys still see me out there? Sometimes my live stream doesn't be acting right. I just want to make sure. Can you all see me? Let me know in the comment section if you all can still see me. Jay, you still out there? Can you guys still see me? Can anybody still see me out here on the live? It looked like it froze. Can anybody still see me on the live? Okay, you can hear and see me. Okay, just making sure. Okay, Jay, thank you. All right, here we go, guys. And ladies, too. I'm sure there's some ladies on here, too. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I think we're a little bit early, but that's because we don't have as much time on this video as we normally do. I'm here with...
What's up, Marcus? What's up? Good to see you.
Tony.
Yeah, so hello guys, hello gentlemen. We hope that you are all healthy and safe, and thank you for watching. So today we have a special guest. It's Tony. And as you probably seen a little introduction video that Striker did a couple of days ago.
Yeah, the guy's name, Tony. He has my name. This is the guy that lost $300,000 on a romance scam, a Ukrainian romance scam. But his story is very unique, though, and I want you to pay close attention to what happened to him. Like I said, it starts off small, but then it gets worse. It gets worse and worse and worse and worse, and you begin to get fleeced. This guy got fleeced.
It's the guy who got scammed, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it happened to him and like to other couple of millions of guys. But you know that we are optimistic about that. We believe that everything is possible.
Yes, Marcus.
And Tony is a good example of very, very positive person who not give up. And we want you, Tony, for the guys who haven't seen your interview before, and just for our followers, to tell your story a little bit. Tell about yourself and what happened.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Tony, and I was scammed about almost 2 years ago. It began almost about 2 years ago on one of the websites. And I went on the website. I thought I was chatting with a young lady. I searched for maybe a couple of weeks. And then actually, one young lady actually contacted me, said she saw my profile and actually contacted me. So I responded to her, and it started off very casually at first, maybe 10 or 15 minutes a day. And then it escalated from there. The young lady seemed, at the time, what I thought was a young lady seemed very nice and asked a lot of questions. And I found out later, basically what they was doing is creating a different little profile on me. And so as we started progressing in a relationship and spending more time together, everything that you would think of as your perfect woman started to come to fruition. The way she speaks to you, the things she likes, ask about you.
See, you remember, he still physically haven't met this girl. All of this is on the computer. It's an online dating website that he subscribed to. Okay? He subscribed to this. He's never actually physically met this person. All of this is online.
All that letters, right? All that
absolutely. All of this. And at first, all you're doing is having communication with it. But actually, what I found is building a profile, learning about you, to learn what you like and what you dislike, so that they can get their hooks in you, basically. And so as time started to progress, I think it's important to note that, you know, you go into this, you put your credit card information in there, and you're not spending money. You're spending credits. And so I think that was a critical piece that everyone needs to understand. When you go in there, you put your credit card information in there, and they offer you a package. You buy, an example, they'll say for 50 credits, it's $10. Yeah, but if you do 100 credits, it gets you this extraordinary amount, like $750, 750 credits. So you have all these credits that you're spending, and it's not actual dollars. And so as you're on
You're
there,
losing track, right? You're losing track of what it is.
absolutely, because it's got your credit card, and it's going to auto replenish. So it's not like it's going to send you a little message that says, and now you have to go in there and select that. You have to go in there on this particular website and say, I don't want it to auto replenish. But that's automatically checked for you. That you put your credit card information, it's going to automatically replenish at whatever you bought before. So if you bought a package for $150,
Well, let me hold on. Let me see what Mark is saying. Hey, I would say if you're going to condone in dating websites, I say possibly hire someone who can do a background check or something that is possible. Well, for number one, the first mistake that he made is when he said that it was something that was built on credits. That's a scam right there. When you hear something like that, it doesn't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? So there should have been red flags right then and there. And then the second thing is that he gave his credit card information, you know, and that's why I don't really recommend Colombian Cupid and all these dating websites and things because a lot of people have gotten scammed on those. They've gotten scammed. I know someone that met someone on Colombian Cupid, and he actually met he actually met the young lady, but the young lady still scammed him and scoped him. Scoped him. She came over. She drugged him, robbed him, and took his passport on top of that. So I don't recommend, guys, if you're doing dating foreign women and you want to go to like Colombia or the DR or something like that. I don't condone you. I know some people say they met people on Tinder and all those websites, but I would not recommend it. The best place to meet a good girl, the best one to actually really talk to someone is Facebook. You know why? Because let me tell you about Facebook. Okay. One good thing about Facebook, I'm gonna give you guys a secret. Okay. Let me see. Let me read some of these. Let me see. Credit cards as gotta have a good credit for a house. Yeah. There was a guy who lived in Colombia said that his friend used Colombian Cupid and they found their wives and girlfriends. You have to be very careful with that. I mean, I'm not saying that it don't happen, but most of the time it doesn't happen. Okay. Okay, let me see this. This is why at the end of the day, I never had luck with dating sites and apps. I tried match on Zeus and old school Craigslist, and it never works. Nope, it doesn't work. Most of the time, it doesn't. It's like a gamble. It's like you're gambling. You're throwing dice. You know, more than likely it might work, but most of the time it doesn't. But the reason why I tell you guys that Facebook is the best way to talk to females if we get to know a female is because most of them, they post a lot of videos and stuff on Facebook. And one thing is a really good sign, you can see chronologically what videos and pictures and stuff that they're posting. And believe it or not, I'm being honest with you, I have caught many women in a lie just from what they post on Facebook. or on Instagram too. That's another good one. Or TikTok also. Because you can kind of see what they do. Sometimes these females would tell on themselves. Like there was one female that I was corresponding with on Instagram, no, on TikTok and WhatsApp. Okay. Now here it is, she was calling, talking about she didn't have no food, she didn't have nothing to eat, she needed some money and all this type of stuff, you know. And then she posted a video. She was wearing a designer jacket, Louis Vuitton jacket, with Louis Vuitton glasses on a boat, like a yacht, with champagne on the table. I said, wow. You don't look like you dying for food. Look at you. You got champagne, you on a yacht, you wearing a Louis Vuitton jacket and glasses, and she was with a guy. But see, that's what I'm saying. Those are the best places if you're going to date a woman or you want to reach out to a female that you're interested in. The best way to do it is through social media, me personally. Let me see. Yeah, they expose themselves. Absolutely, Marcus. Yeah, they expose themselves. In person, it's very rare to someone would be honest. There was a girl that told me that she was single and she was married. I found out on her Facebook page. She was contacting me begging for money. See, look, when you meet someone, let me tell you another thing too. If you meet someone and the first thing they do is beg for money, that's not good. In that relationship right away. It's not going to end well at all. It's not. Let me see and read some of these comments, okay? How you doing, yoga? Okay. This is why the hobbies and activities besides nightclubs and bars in particular, if it's overseas, yeah. I think it's better overseas, not first world, because they want to be more open to meeting groups. Yeah. My tablet went dead. Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, we'll keep going with this.
750 or 1,000 credits. Once you run out, it's just going to auto replenish, and your credit card is going to be charged. So you're going to get, and as long as you're talking. It's also important to remember there is no casual conversation. Everything costs money. Every second. Everything that you're doing is costing you something. So as we first started off, and you're just having these conversations, maybe it took you a week or 2 weeks to use that first installment, but that's not going to last very long. And as you think you're actually building a relationship, what you're actually doing is depleting your bank account. After that,
you hear that? He was depleting his bank account. And one thing, another red flag, and another mistake he made is the person that you're talking to. Why did you have to pay to keep talking to this person? This doesn't make it. He should have known right then and there that was a scam right then and there. He should have asked her. I said, okay, what's your name? How you doing? Whatever. Can we talk on Instagram? Can we talk on WhatsApp app, which is totally free? And that's the part I didn't understand about this scam, because he wasn't using common sense. Why would you pay to conversate with a female? Let me see. I saw the title. He had a watch. I said, I had to watch this. Yeah, 300K. Yeah, $300,000. Hey, right now he's telling you how he did it. How he failed to pay, how he had to pay the $300. How see what I'm trying to show you guys is that this can happen to anybody, and this happens a lot. This is common. According to the Federal Trade Commission, guys, people are getting fleeced out of $1.3 billion a year on romance scams. $1.3 billion a year on romance scams. And exactly, look, listen to what this guy is doing. He's actually paying to talk to somebody. Let me see. We're going to get into that, Jonas. I'm not for sure how she looked, but she was a Ukrainian woman. But she was a fake, though. If she doesn't want to go off the dating site, then she either is attention seeking and draining for the cat. Yeah, she was catfishing him. Yeah. She was catfishing him. She was catfishing him. And they was trying to get more and more. And then you know what's so crazy about it on this romance scam, on this website? Every time that he was sending an emoji, like a heart or a flower, they charge him for that. Everything that he could have did, he could have done it for free. He could have done it for free.
The first time you send a sticker, that's going to start to cost you because you're going to start sending more and more and more. Those little stickers, and they'll never say it's a sticker. They'll say it's an actual kiss or it's an actual gift. Oh, thank you so much.
See there? He's sending those little stickers, those little emoji stickers. And each time that he sends those emoji stickers, they charge his credit card. That is completely insane. But guys are doing this, y'all. That's why I'm doing this video. They are making these mistakes. Why? Why would you pay to send somebody an emoji or sticker when you could do it free on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on TikTok? That should have been a giveaway right there. He should have said, wait a minute, can we talk? Okay, I paid to get on this website. I paid to get on here, right? I paid to get on this website, okay? Can we come off the website and can we talk on Facebook or can we talk on WhatsApp? I got a WhatsApp number. We can communicate on that. The first time when she started acting really funny and talk about she can't do it, he should have left her alone. But this get more interesting. Check this out.
You'll send a sticker of a little birthday cake saying happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. I feel so great for my birthday cake.
So that's just because a lot of people here probably wouldn't even know like what a sticker is. So the sticker, an emoji. That's basically it. You would describe it as an emoji or a little GIF, a little.
Hold on, let me read some of these. Wow, from romance. Yeah, from romance. Ukrainian women are usually white with blonde. That was a good one. Let's see, Jonathan. Oh my God, y'all silly over here. Marcus said Ukrainian women are usually white with blonde. Okay, let me read some more of these. Comments, guys. Okay, Joey said, how would they guy recover the 300,000? He never did. He never recovered the $300,000. He lost it. I can't lie. I sent money to the Dominican Republic, but only $20, $40 is not too bad. I mean, okay, let me put it like this. If you meet a female that when you go to the Dominican Republic or you go to Colombia or when you go to a foreign country that you met this girl and she's holding it down, there's nothing wrong with doing that. As long as you keep it reasonable. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. If you met the now only if you met the girl, only if you met the girl, and you went out there, she cooking for you, she's holding it down for you, she respects you, she's taking care of you. There's nothing wrong with sending a few dollars to a female, because y'all met Cookie when I did the live in Medellin, right? And Cookie treated me really, really good. She treated me very, very, very good. So she has two boys. One is let me see, one is 4 years old, and the other one's 8 years old. She has two boys, two kids. Okay. And the 8-year-old had a birthday party. Had a birthday. You know, she didn't ask for no money. She didn't ask for nothing. One thing I like about her, she never asked for money. Never. Okay. And she said she wants her son to have a good birthday party. So I say, you know what? Here's $30 for the birthday cake. I sent her $30 for the birthday cake for her son. That ain't too bad, nothing like that. But the problem comes in, I'm talking to passport bros, and I'm talking to other foreigners that travel abroad. The problem comes when you allow a person to manipulate you. When they start talking about, these other scams that I was telling you guys about on previous videos, when a female would talk about, first it starts off, oh, can you send me $100 for my kids, especially ones with kids, say they need book bags, they need this, they need that. Then it goes from the book bag, until, the uncle and the grandma is sick in the hospital. They need $1,000 for that. When it start like snowballing like that, get the hell out. Get the hell out. Let me see. Okay, you said all those fake roses and other fake emojis give due are paying for. Yeah, paying for something that's free. Not only, let me see, not only did he lose $300,000, but he also ruined his credit. Absolutely. Are Ukrainian women intelligent? I guess so. I don't know. I never dated a Ukrainian girl before. He said, okay, great now. I feel better. I don't ever send money to someone I never met. No, never, never. If guys, and this is important, if you ever encounter a female, and even somebody that you met, because I told you there's two types of romance scams. There's real ones, there's fake ones. The fake ones that, they see your picture, you're talking to them, but you never have physical contact. And there are ones that you have had physical contact with. If it starts off of them wanting money, it's a bad sign. It's not going to end well. You cannot start a relationship that way. You cannot start a relationship based on, that you have to do this, you have to give that. You have to send money to her family every month, like I know guys was doing. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Keep your money in your pocket. But like I said, a good woman, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. And this is very important. Always remember this. Hold on, let me get something to drink first. I'm going to give y'all something very important. 1 second. let me tell you this. The number one sign. Wait a minute, let me read these. Wow, somebody, you writing a lot of comments. I had a test to never send out money. You said, okay. I had a test to never send out money. It was low-level website called Make One that became eDate. I sent a message and got the number and sent the text. Then trying to me, she asked for money. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Jay, yep. If any time that a female reciprocates only by sending her money, it's a red flag. Don't do it. Because what's going to happen is she's going to always keep asking. It's going to always be, they go into what you call crisis mode when they just repetitively always keep asking. You know, oh, I got a toothache. Oh, the dog is not well. Oh, my grandma is sick. Oh, the roof fell in, got a hole in it, it's leaking in it. It never stops. It never stops. And no matter what you do for them, it will never be enough. Never be enough. You can send thousands of dollars down into these females. It will never be enough. It will never be enough. Okay? Take your money. Let me give you guys some advice. Take your money and invest in your retirement. Take that money and put it in your 401k. Take that money and pay off your house. Pay off all your debt. Okay? Yeah, I know what you mean, Marcus, but it happened. Yes, let me see. I'm going to read some more, then we get back to the video. It says, sometimes they get mad if you don't send money. Yes, they do. Yeah, let them get mad. Let them get mad. Because I'm going to tell you another thing. Usually, some of these women that do this type of thing, they have a male accomplice. They have a male accomplice telling them to do that. And let me tell you, some of them go as far as allowing you to sleep and have sex with their girlfriend. Because the number one thing they're trying to do is get what they can get out of you. Yep, that's their true colors, absolutely. Here we go, we got some more.
Image. And when you send that little image as opposed to sending text, it costs more money. It costs 5 times the amount as a...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that tells you that, by the way. When you hit it, doesn't say, you know, hey, this is going to cost you 5 credits. Do you want to proceed? Yes or no? You hit it, it goes through, it depletes.
And the girl asked you, and you for sure, like, she asked you to send me like 5 kisses, and you do it because there's no problem for you, right?
5 would be good. I mean, it got to a point where they were asking for 100 at a time.
It's like 100 kisses.
Send me 100 of these. And the reason why it would be something, you know, I'm not feeling really good today. Can you send me 100 kisses? First, it'll say 10. Can you send me 30 of those? Can you send me 100? Oh, you must really care about me. You sent me 100 of these. Okay, that costs you $20. And you don't associate.
He paid $20. So this is how this started. He paid $20. He paid $20 just to send kisses. Because she wants him to send kisses. $20 to send kisses on this website. Oh my God.
With it because, like I say, your credit card's an auto replenish. And anyone hearing this, it may sound silly. You're like, who would be so stupid to send 100? That's what I would be thinking. But this doesn't.
Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. I gotta take my medicine. All right, guys, had to take my medication. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. He said these women have an advantage because they have what you guys want. Yeah, they do. They do have an advantage. Some things have to be worth the price.
Day one. This is a gradual process. And these sites didn't get to where they are. It's like Las Vegas. Las Vegas isn't built on winners. Las Vegas is built on losers losing their money to Vegas. And that's what these websites are based on. They're very good at what they do.
But did you think about asking her some personal information? Was it possible, or they say that she can't share?
Sure, you can ask all the personal information you want. You're going to get it. It's not going to be accurate because they just make it up as they go. So they have the profile, and the profile is very limited. It says Jane Doe, age 30, likes flowers, favorite color is blue. They have.
Wait a minute, hold on for a minute.
But if you start to ask them,
Willie Brown, what's happening? Willie Brown, what's happening? Salute to you too, sir. Thank you for the sticker, man. Thank you very much for the sticker, sir. Thank you so much. Willie Brown, you are the man. You are the man. Thank you, sir. You're the reason why I come on this line every day, all the time. It's because of you. Thank you, sir. And salute Tony back from Thailand. Had a great time. I would definitely go back soon. Okay. Great. You know what, Willie Brown? I know you say you don't have you say that you don't have Instagram or anything like that. But I need to find a way to communicate with you. You know. Make sure on here you leave your email address or something like that, okay? I appreciate that, bro. I'm glad you had a good time in Thailand, man. I'm glad you had a good time in Thailand. And that's right, Jay. You said you was in Cartagena. You had a good time in Cartagena. That is awesome, man. You said, Bruce, you said they could be homely women as well. Yeah, that's true. Great stuff. I had my trip to Cartagena during Halloween weekend. I had a blast, escape to make. Yeah, I have a good time in Medellin every single time I go, man. I love it. The chicas I know there, they show me a really good time, a really blast, really good time. My mind be relaxed, you know. Oh, thank you for another super chat. Oh, wow. Hey, Jones, I'm trying to get some facts, man. I just don't want you guys to be making mistakes. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you guys very much, man. I'm glad you guys, like this information that I'm giving you all.
They want to find a woman, and they
that memorize. But as you start to ask more questions, they'll have an answer for you. And it just won't be accurate. It's whatever they make up. And it's also...
Okay, so you said I was in Thailand for Halloween, also 3 weeks. Yeah, you was there for a while. Yeah. And Willie Brown, and also I want to thank you very much for the for the Cash App that you sent. Thank you very much for the Cash App, Mr. Willie Brown. Thank you for the $10 Cash App. Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you, Jonas, for the $5 sticker. Yeah, the reason why I try to give you guys, wisdom as an older guy, OG. I'm the OG here. I just don't want y'all to make mistakes, man. Life is just so freaking short. Tomorrow's not promised. I don't want you guys to be spending 5 or 6 years making the same mistakes over and over again and have nothing to show for. I have seen men my age or older get older than me and have absolutely nothing to show for. Okay, you say you think about going to Costa Rica on my 65th birthday. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great, man. He said, man, I get it about those people who don't watch you. They get the message. I hope they get the message, man. Because I'm telling you guys, I'm seeing obituaries being sent to me multiple times a week. People I know that passed away. I never seen this many people passing away. I'm getting invitations for funerals after funerals. I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? Girl I work with at my job. Next thing you know, at the time clock, there's an obituary posted right there saying that she passed away. There was another guy on Facebook I know that me and him grew up together, went to church together. He was just talking about his wife on Facebook. A few days later, I get a post. Oh, such and such and such passed such and such a time. His final, the service would be held at this church, and then I'm sitting there looking like that. I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I cannot believe my friend, the guy who I know all these years, is no longer with us. Just like that, no warning, no nothing. So that's why I do these videos, because I want you guys to have something. I want you guys to come back to me and tell me, so guess what? I found me a beautiful Thai wife, or I found me a beautiful Colombian, Brazilian girl that I fell in love to. We just bought a condo, a house, or, whatever. Or it don't have to be there. It could be here. It could be here. You send me a picture of your baby, you know what I'm saying? A woman that you love, that you want to be with. That's what I want to see. I don't want to hear about how many women you screw without a condom. Why don't women ask you, do you want to use a condom? I don't want to hear that bullshit stuff. That to me, that stuff is just irrelevant stuff. And why would you put that on social media anyway? You said, why do women in Colombia drug guys instead of just... Because you know what, Jonas, is all about money. Money, 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 money. They care absolutely not all of them. I'm not saying all the women is like this. But there's a certain group of women, and some of them are professionals. They work in a network, it's a gang, it's a network. That's all they do is go out and drug foreigners and steal their money. They care absolutely nothing about you. Nothing. Nothing about you. You are rated as a 0. Okay, we're going to go with the Ukrainian girl again.
It's going to be based on what you like. So if you're a family person, they're going to say their mother and their father's there, and they have a sister, and they go home every day, and their mother, and they talk to their mother every day. But if you don't seem like a very family-oriented person, I haven't spoken to my mother in a while, I'm worried, I just want to have a relationship. They really understand what makes you tick, and they adjust their profile to fit what you want.
But if you would ask your Viber, you think, and they would give it to you? They would not communicate.
I mean,
not sure. Okay, but somebody's else.
They always say it's against the rules of the website to do that. And I ask why, they will say it's to protect the girls. They say it's to protect us because there's a lot of guys out there who might want to do us harm, who send us nasty pictures. That's what I was told. So they're not allowed. And if they do that, they will cut off their communication. They won't be able to speak to me anymore. Please don't ask me that. They can monitor my conversation and do that. I can get in a lot of trouble. And so they put it in the...
Hey, what is the hell wrong with that? What is wrong asking, can we talk off the website? Oh, we can't do that because we don't feel safe. We feel that you could be a crazy person. So you want me to stay on this website and keep paying for it. And he's going to tell you exactly how he got up to $300,000.
Fashion, and it seems to make sense. Of course, they want to protect a young lady. And then they'll say, you know what, but if you want to talk to me live, you can always do it through our website. Of course, through the website, it's going to be extremely expensive. I'm sorry, it's going to be a lot of credits.
Yeah.
See, he's being catfish again. So in order for him to talk to this woman live on the website, they charge you for that too. And he's going to fall for it.
It's going to cost you a lot of credits to do that. And if you want to do anything, they want you to do it through the website.
Yeah.
And that's very critical.
Like this, the whole credit system, like it's the same with like, say, slot machines, you know, and people can say like, you know, what you did was like ridiculous. You know, you racked up all these credits. People do it all the time with other systems, with gambling, you know, like people go to the casino and you put it in, and all of a sudden you got all these credits and you're winning and it's credits and then it's going down again. It's the same emotional high that they're playing on. It basically is on the same as online gambling, like writing. And if you actually read the small print on all of these websites, they kind of relate it to it. They actually say in the small print that chances of you, or if you are, they don't take responsibility, I should say, that you're going to actually be even talking to the woman that you think you're talking to. And that if you're not, well, that's your fault, not theirs, because their websites are for entertainment purposes only. Same as the gambling websites, you know. So, but nobody reads that small print. And the thing is that coming from the West, we assume that if you're chatting on a dating website, it's like Match.com or Plenty of Fish, and the person that you're talking to is the person that you're talking to. It's so foreign to us that this could be this whole elaborate system, that there's software especially written to try and catch guys and rack up the bills and send stickers and all that other sort of stuff. You know, it's just any other else in the world, it doesn't fly at all. But one thing I was just about to say then was, did you send her any money? Like, or did you send her any like lavish gifts, money, anything like that?
Well, they don't. There's no sending money. There's no avenue to actually send them dollars and cents. However, the way they do it is they have a special page you can go to and you'll say, send gifts to your lady. And there'll be iPhone, there's bikes, there's very expensive perfume, there's fur coats. There's all these things, MacBook computers.
Wow.
Seriously, all these things are on there. And for anyone that's on there, check out the gift section. There's nothing cheap. It's very nice stuff. Diamond rings.
Okay.
Critical to know, they're all credit based. It'll say this iPhone is 20,000 credits, which is like $2,000. Much double the price. And it's always because it's got to be shipped. There's all these.
Did you hear that? He can actually buy the person that he's talking to, he can actually purchase an iPhone on the website and send it to her. An iPhone. That is ridiculous. Yes, on that website, you can send gifts to the girls. But listen to this. He's going to tell you how he got catfish with that.
Taxes and fees involved, import tax. So all that has to be paid, of course. So everything on that website is much more expensive. And you can't mail the young lady. You can't go and buy her a regular iPhone for $1,000 and then ship it for $100, because they have to protect the young lady. You can't have her address because she may come to Ukraine and do something to her. So it's to protect her. So everything has to go through this website to keep her secure. So you're going to spend $2,000, double the price of whatever it is, to go through this website, in credits.
But the thing that I don't understand, if you cannot send anything or meet the young lady or get, know her beyond the website, then how are you supposed to meet her? That's the other part that I couldn't understand. How are you supposed to meet her if every time they tell you that you cannot see or communicate or send anything outside the website? That's another red flag.
And that's really critical. You look at it, it says, I'm gonna buy this iPhone. Based on credits, you're not sitting up there doing the math saying, okay, it's really $1,100 for a phone. You really don't do that. You're trying to send her the phone because this sad story of, I can't communicate with you next week because my phone's dead. I cracked my phone. I don't know if I can communicate with you next week. I really need a phone, or I really need a MacBook.
That's the biggest scam of females. That's one of the biggest catfish that you hear all the time with females, that the ones that you're talking to, is they will tell you their phone has either been stolen, their phone has either been broken, and they're not able to talk. They need you to buy them another phone because they like talking to you. That's one of the oldest scams. I've seen that scam played so many times. So many times.
So you send it.
Did you feel that something is wrong? And when it happened first time? When you start feeling that, it's not going right, something's wrong?
Sure. The first time I actually contacted Case when I felt something was wrong was when I sent a gift. Actually, I sent many gifts at that point, and it was some flowers this time. I sent some flowers, and I asked her how she liked her flowers online. And she was like, well, I don't have them yet. However, what the website does is when you get a gift, they'll send you a photo of the lady holding whatever the gift is. So I'm like, well, I've got this photo of you holding these flowers.
So interpreter was not aware that the girl actually had
already received the flowers. And so that's when I actually wrote the website and I said, there's something's not right here. And I don't like it. Something's not right. And that's when they said, they wrote the young lady and they said there was a misunderstanding. So when she got back, she actually wrote to me later that day and explained to me, gave me some silly explanation for it. I'm like, okay, I accept the explanation. And we continued conversation. It was very manipulative. It was about a month later is when I first checked my credit card statement. We'd been in there about 5 months. And first credit card statements were a couple $100. After that, it was like $1,000. About the 5th month in, my credit card statement had over $12,000 in charges just on this website.
Well,
$12,000. And that was
He's already up to $12,000. He's already up to $12,000 already. That is incredible. $12,000. But he's not done yet.
About 6 months in, and that's when my point of regret where I should have stopped. Actually, I went through the website again, and that's when I started doing investigating. I found out about these stickers and letters, and that's different. You can have the chat. There's a certain amount a minute, so you're depleting credits as you chat with. You send stickers. It's 5 times that amount. If she sends you a photo, and that was the big one. Hey, take a look.
You're right, Marcus. She's not doing nothing for him.
Well, that's 10 credits just to open the photo. You say, you look nice. Oh, take a look at all the things I bought today. So she'll send you 10 photos. So you open all 10, just like that. You spend 100 credits. $10. Just by looking at a photo. Then the next day, you do that.
Wow.
Over the course of an hour, you'll get 50 photos or 100. Then she'll say, well, show me what you're doing. Send me a photo. So you'll send her a photo. Show me your mom. Show me your dog, whatever. And every time
So each time you send a photo or she sends a photo back to you, he had to pay for it. So that money is just adding up, and I bet you she ain't doing nothing for him. Well, man.
Send a photo, it's 10 credits. Now, there's nothing saying, hey, by the way, there's countdowns going, you're losing credits. It's just depleting in the background. Then she'll send you a video.
Yeah, I pay for that too.
Video, and usually it's a video saying, hello, Tony, how are you today? Of the actual girl. So now you really believe. The actual girl said your name and said, oh, how are you doing today? Gotcha. Of course. But it was actually...
Did you have intentions of coming? Did you have intentions of coming?
Oh, yes, I scheduled trips to go visit 3 times. Each time she canceled.
What was the excuse that she used when she cancelled? Because these are always the same excuses.
Yeah, death in a family, grandmother. Actually, that was the second one. The first time was work. There was death in the family.
Of course.
Death in the and of course, that was devastating and needed all these other things with it. So that came with flowers and everything else. That was a really good one. And then the third time, the cancellation was simply because she said that her mother told her that it was just too soon and she wasn't comfortable and that we need to spend more time together first. And that she was nervous. And I remember explaining to her, it says in your profile, you've been married before. And your mother's still dictating when you have a live date. That just didn't seem very feasible.
I'll just say there's a lot of guys asking questions. We will get to the questions. It's just that Tony also has to go to, he has to be somewhere soon. So that's why we're kind of rushing through it. But we will, at the end, we will go through the questions. So ask your questions, guys. And I know there's a lot of people going to be wanting to know what website it was. And Tony wants to say at the end, he can certainly say what website that it was. I was just going to say, like, you know what you were saying is that, they play on that emotion that the guy's always going to be the protector, right? He's always going to, like, it has happened, guys go on dates as well. They always end up spending money when they ask, because the guy doesn't say anything because he wants to show that he can be the protector. If he's going to say, no, I'm not going to see.
Let me see. Oh, she and her crew are doing something for him. They are playing an old school R&B song, Getting Over Like a Fat Rat. Yep. By Fonda Ray and celebrating like they won the World Series. Absolutely. 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 But what's so crazy about it is that what's so mysterious about this whole thing, everybody, is that he didn't learn. He didn't learn. It's like he just kept, I mean, he saw all the red flags there, but he just kept doing it. He just kept doing it. He just kept doing it, kept responding to the video, kept sending her a video. And each time he would send a video, each time he would send a picture, each time he received a picture, they made him pay for it on the website. Don't forget, he's already up to $12,000. And so far, he paid $12,000. He's up to $12,000 so far. He still don't have her phone number. He still don't have her WhatsApp number. He still don't have her Facebook page. He still don't have her Instagram page. You know, wow. That is ridiculous, man.
You're asking, you might as well unplug your computer and throw it out the window because that's the end of the interaction right there. And you've invested so much into it. When you started to, when you went to the actual, back to the website and you said, look, I think something's going wrong.
He won't stop. He's going to keep going.
What did they say? What did the website itself, the website was supposed to oversee and protect you as the user and girl, and, protect, to make sure that you are not getting scammed, which a lot of these websites say they're anti-scam. What was something that they said to you to make you go, oh, okay, everything's fine, and then you went straight back into chatting again?
Well, it's very tricky. First, when you first write, you get a response. And it's a very, very formal response. It looked like a very, put together back office. It doesn't look like it's some mom and pop operation. This is something sophisticated. Yeah. And then our head of this department will contact you later. Then you get another email, and the head of this department saying, okay, I've read your concern. Can you please lay it out to me? So then you lay out the concern again. Then they write you back saying, hey, we take this very seriously, and we're going to make some contacts, and we'll get back with you. After that, I actually received a phone call once from, and there was a young lady said she was head of this apartment and that she wanted to let me know that everything was fine. She was relieved and she hopes I'm relieved because she spoke to the young lady and they verified her story and that the young lady says she's going to write you a letter. And man, I've been chatting. She's going to write you a letter to explain more. And unbeknownst to me, that letters are 30 times more expensive than chat.
Oh, wow.
So
You hear that?
Another hook.
So they're charging him for a letter. They're telling him on the email that the girl's going to write him a letter, but he has to pay for the letter. Oh, my gosh. This is real, guys. This stuff is actually happening. It's actually happening. That he's been scammed over and over and over again. But what I find this so mysterious is like he just can't stop.
So you can either chat and then you can write a letter. So then she writes me this letter. She writes me in chat, I really want you to open up this letter. So in the letter, she attached like 30 photos. Each photo is 10 and a video. So you open this up, you've just spent $50.
Wow.
And she talks how depressed she is. And that she asks for all these stickers or emojis because she's just so depressed and how it makes her.
Did you guys just catch that? When he opened up the letter, it cost him $50. He paid $50 just to open up a letter. He said, okay, let's be real. You ain't getting nothing. You've been paying for so much just getting.
And that she shows it to her friends. And she said, you don't have, when I show my friends how much you care about me and what you send to me, she says, it lifts my spirits. And you feel like, hey, I'm your hero. You know, I've done this for you. Take a look at this photo. Take a look at this photo. Here's my friends that saw it. And so you open up these photos. Then she just sent you a video. And I remember the video very vividly when actually the actual lady was there, has this big smile. She says, hello, Anthony. And she said my name, but they said, hello, Anthony. How are you today? I miss you. Can't wait to see you. So you're thinking, everything's fine. And it's the actual lady, right? And at that time, I didn't think it wasn't the actual lady. It was at the very end that I found out it wasn't her, because I just thought this was the actual lady and this was happening with her. So they got you back in. Now with that, I said, I really enjoyed your letter. Became the next plot, which got my credit card bill to almost $27,000.
You hear that?
Was the letter writing.
Now the fee. So far, I hope you guys is listening to this. So now he's up to $27,000. No information about her. No phone number. No address. No date plan of him meeting her, wherever it is that she supposedly is living. Nothing. And he's up to $27,000.
Because I was been doing chat with the letters. Then she said, you like letters? I love letters too. I'm going to start writing you letters. Please respond to my letters. So the first letter would be like,
no,
to read, be like a full paragraph.
He's not getting nothing. Nothing. He's never physically been with her. They never kissed. They never done anything. You say he isn't even getting the rip off lap dance, strip club, nothing. Nope. 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 You said he charges you two for mostly one dance and you get 50 seconds on the song. No, he's not even getting that. He's not getting nothing. Nothing. Only thing he's doing is opening up emails, sending emojis, and watching videos. $27,000. But it gets worse. It still doesn't stop there.
Doesn't matter how long it is, because you can only put so many characters in it. So you got a paragraph about this big. That's the first letter. Each letter gets shorter and shorter. After about 2 days, if the letter is one sentence long, doesn't matter. Still 30 credits.
Wow.
5 pictures attached. Each picture is 10.
When was the time that you realized that's all? It's a scammer. And I know that you want to say not realized. There was something else that happened. Not realized you.
Well, there's a couple of things. I would say the tipping point for me actually was with one of the gifts. I told you about the whole thing with the flowers, but it was the second iPhone I sent to her. I sent her an iPhone. The second iPhone.
What happened to the first one?
The first iPhone, she said it was stolen from her.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
She was just...
Man, he sent her 2 iPhones. Oh, my God. He sent her 2 iPhones. Because she said that the first one got stolen.
Devastated by this, and I already sent her a ring. So at this point, I would say I was probably at the $280,000 mark.
Wow!
And I sent her
$280,000. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my gosh! Oh my God! I can't believe he did this. Oh my goodness. $280,000 so far. No kiss. No mushu. No candlelight dinner. No kiss on the cheek. No nothing. And he's out of $280,000. Wow. Jay, you crazy, Jay. Jay, you so... Oh my goodness. I'm not laughing at it, but I just can't believe it. I said, no, this can't be real. This can't be real. No, 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 no. No, you're not at $280,000. Oh my goodness. Man, when I be in Medellin, I feel bad when I spend like $200 on something. But $280,000, that's a house. You can buy a house for $280,000 and pay for it. He paid the price of a house for somebody on a website. Wow. I'm not gonna troll him though. I'm not gonna troll him. I'm not gonna troll him. I'm not gonna make fun of him. I'm not gonna bully him or anything like that. I don't do that on this channel. I don't bully people. But I bring you guys the truth, man. I bring you the truth, but the truth, because the truth shall what? It shall set you free. And this stuff, I told you guys, $1.3 billion every year is lost to romance. Not $1.3 million, $1.3 billion is going to stuff like this. You have to be very, I don't know, there have to be some type of mental illness here. And I wish the family, his family, or if he has kids, or if he have a sister, or he has somebody should have stepped in this. Like, no. Mm-mm. No. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. We're not done.
The second iPhone. And the iPhone comes in, and I get a photo of her holding the iPhone. Now, I realize I've probably been very foolish up to this point, but I'm not stupid. The iPhone, when you open up, she has the box, she has this paper, she holds the paper with the iPhone. Doesn't look very happy, by the way. Doesn't look like, hey, I got a new iPhone. She's just like at work, holding this iPhone. And I noticed in the picture of the iPhone, it had all these apps. In the mail app, it had like 40 or 50 mail in it. It had, all these apps had little numbers next to it showing that there was activity. So this was not a new phone. This was her phone that she'd had for a while and probably had just taken off the case. But evidently when she held it up to take the photo, she didn't realize that phone awakened and I could see all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's when I was really upset. And I wrote the agency and I said, this is BS, tell me what's going on. She did not get a new phone. I didn't know the extent of what was happening, but that's when I had a problem. And I was scheduled to come see her. I was supposed to leave in like a week to come and see her. At that point, I started writing, and I even wrote to her and said, I think you're just a scam. I said, I think you're just trying to get money. And the reason why, and I started asking her some questions. And that's when I went to Instagram. I found her on Instagram, and nothing was jiving. And what was really disappointing was I found that 90% of the photos were coming right off Instagram.
Yeah.
So you hear that? It really wasn't her. She was stealing photos from somebody else from Instagram, which made it even worse. She was a fraud. A fraud. She was taking somebody else's picture from Instagram and using it on that website. Let me see. Not only that, but you got elderly people going back to work or something because, yeah, absolutely, Marcus, yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, they say most of the people that becomes, most of the people that they get scammed, they be victims of these romance scams and stuff are people between the age of 60 and 70 years old. But he's young. He's not 60 or 70 years old. He's a young guy. I think this guy got to be in his 40s, maybe. Yeah.
That happened. You said that after you realized it is a scam, you admit that it is a scam, and it was painful. But she contacted you, so somehow you got in touch with the real girl.
I didn't get in contact with her. She actually got in contact with me. And I think that's an important piece because at that point, up until that point, I thought she had been scammed. I thought this lady had been scammed. And she had no idea. She had actually saw something else and realized that it was her. And she wrote to me and said she really wanted to speak to me. And of course, I was like, this is part of the scam again. And so she said, well, I'm going to give you my real phone number. I'm going to give you my real Viber, everything. And she did. It was the actual lady. So I could verify that it was her. She got on, she chatted with me, and she apologized. She said she had no idea. And what I really appreciated, she didn't say, I'm innocent. She said, hey, you know what? I knew what was happening. I didn't know what was happening to that extent. She said, I remember taking a photo, holding it up with your name on it and saying, hello, Tony. She said, but I did that with 50 photos, 50 different names.
So was she getting paid to do that? She must have been something in it for her, because the agency's making hundreds of thousands of dollars. She must be making something for her to do that, right?
And she's making maybe hundreds. She's not making hundreds of thousands. And so, like the gifts, that's when I found out, like the gifts, she gets nothing from the gift. So you're spending this money for the gift. They will come over and say, okay, hold this up. Or they would tell her to go to a certain shop. So go to a certain shop and we're going to pick this up and you need to hold it up and say hello and smile and give it back to them. I sent her a Kinder basket once.
So you hear that?
Kinder basket, hold it up.
So the phone that he purchased is not a real phone. It's a fake phone. So he tells the person so what the website does, they get the person to hold up the phone and say, this is the phone, but it's not the phone. It's not even a real phone. So when he thought that he actually purchased a phone, he didn't purchase a phone. He just sent the money. That's it. They just took the money. So they lied to him again. They catfished him again.
Take it away and give it to the next person. Same with the phone, same with the camera, the rings, and the ring actually was a big one because even when she did the ring, I noticed when she was holding up the ring, she wouldn't hold the ring like a lady would. It was like this because it was basically just something that was fake on her finger.
Yeah.
So all those things, she started explaining this to me. She told me that, hey, she goes up there, she takes some photos. They'll call her and say, hey, we did a photo of you doing this. They'll say, make a quick video and say hello to this person.
So that
she says she does that.
Yeah,
She gets a little
like
bit of money.
the guys asking which city was that?
I'm sorry?
The guys are asking which city it was.
The city that the young lady was from?
Yeah.
She was from St. Petersburg in Russia.
But did you do something so obviously it's a terrific amount of money and it's really it's incredible. But did you do something? Is there something that you can protect yourself? Maybe you already did something. Maybe you got some money back. Is there anything that you can maybe recommend to the guys who maybe got to the same point or they scam for any kind of money? Is there a way to protect yourself when?
Yes, here's what I would say. I would like to help anyone who's out there. The number one mistake you want to make, there's an old saying we used to say in the military, if you find yourself in a hole, if you want to get out, stop digging. So the first thing you do is stop digging the hole. And I didn't do that at first. I should have lost 60,000 instead of 307. But what happened is I didn't want to believe it. You hear that, or maybe if I was 70 years old and she was 30, but you have an ego. You're saying there's nothing wrong with me. Of course, this beautiful young lady wants me. There's nothing wrong with me. So your ego gets involved first. So you don't want to accept it. Then after you've spent, I don't care if it's $100, you don't want to believe it. You've got a relationship. You have feelings for this person. You don't want to believe it. So you lie to yourself. You start convincing yourself that it's real, and it makes it easier for their story to take hold in you, to get their hooks in you. So the first thing I would do is say, if you have any doubts, pick up the phone and say, I want to talk to you on the phone. If you want to talk to you on the phone, it's a scam.
With video.
With video. Right then. Say, listen, if you care about me, why are we spending money on this site? Hang up and I will talk to you, and we're not talking anywhere else. They won't do it. It's a scam. It's plain and simple. It's a scam. The second thing I did was you want to contact the credit card companies and tell them your concerns. The first thing you need to understand is the last thing they want is problem with the credit card. They don't want chargebacks. That kills any company. And so you like to Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and you can't just say it once. They're going to ask you for forms. They're going to ask you to send a conversation. I have to hire a private detective. Do what you have to do to get the information. And I did get about a third of the money back through one credit card company. I'm still working through the other one. But what's very critical is you have to have your ducks in a row, and don't be embarrassed, and you have to be diligent, because they're going to ask you for information, and you have to send it to them. Otherwise, you won't get your money back. but you can get your money back. And everyone's going to tell you can't. That's not true, because I received over $70,000 back already, and I'm going to get the rest.
Yeah, they're like a lot of guys that when they see these things, they think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's been like we spoke to the guy last week. He dropped about 30K over a space of a year, I think, and it's not uncommon for guys to sort of give it a go when it comes to letter writing, because sometimes the first letter you get a certain amount of credits for free, and it's like, well, give it a go, and then it reels you in, right? You know, you get kind of hooked on, and even when you think, is it or isn't it? It's so easy for them to pull it in. And the software that these guys are running on their websites are so sophisticated. This is not like a basic email program where you email each other backward and forwards. The software that these companies are using are learning behavior. They're using, artificial intelligence to when you should open the letters.
Absolutely.
Letters. Like, it is so sophisticated, and it's the real guys in. And it gets the... And then,
Instructor, one thing I want every guy to know, when you communicate with the young lady, one thing I realized is you're not communicating with the young lady, that's first and foremost, and you're not communicating with the same translator. It's not like that one translator has that specific relationship with you. So if you talk to her at 5 a.m., then you talk to her again at 7 p.m., it's not the same translator. Now, they may have notes, but it's not the same one. What's really critical for you is if you have any doubts, ask a little question that you had in your previous conversation, and you'll see it's not the same translator.
No, like Luke has told me stories before, like when she said to translate on dates, and she sort of had to, or she's heard stories about, like, they're having a conversation, and it's like the man and the lady are finally meeting for the first time, and the lady has absolutely no idea what they talked about in the correspondence leading up to the actual meeting itself, because she was never actually involved in it. So they have to brief her on it, So, and the agency may have some information on that lady when she came to the agency to get a free photo shoot, or give her a little bit of money. They'll write down, they'll get her to fill out, like, do you have children? Do you have, live with your parents? Blah, blah, blah. So they have a little file on it, a bunch of photos that they can send out as well. I've even seen that someone showed me one time, the templates that they cut and paste. It's a folder structure. It's like holidays, when it's her birthday, when it's this, when it's that. They just open up and they cut and paste these to initiate the next letter, I suppose, to get to keep the guys going,
Yes.
And it's the whole thing is that it's so foreign to us. I can't express that enough, because I luckily never got caught up in it, but I can see how somebody might start doing it and start writing, and if there's a woman that's beautiful who's interested and he has no idea that this even exists, this underworld of the dating in Ukraine actually even exists, it's easy to get sucked in, because why would you think it was fake? Like, where else in the world would you experience anything like this, this sort of criminal activity? It's unreal.
Yeah, it doesn't come into your, it never entered my thought process, because I'm like, even today, I'm like, what kind of morals do you have? What kind of lack of humanity to do something like this? To me, it's beyond reason.
But did you think about meeting her, this real lady? Like, did you think about that? Like, did she offer that, or like something like that?
After she contacted me and explained everything,
yeah.
I didn't want to do that. It was a negative experience, and she was a victim as well. Now, she didn't admit her part. Now, she's not innocent, but she was a victim to the point that they used her for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm sure probably much more than that over the course of the time she's been on it for years, and she's getting very little money for it, and she doesn't know the extent. They just give her a phone call saying, send me a video, do this.
Yeah.
So after a while, you get numb to it. I'm just going to send a video, do this, and I go about my daily activities. And she said she needed the money. She did it. And, so in a certain extent, she was a victim. But as far as going to meet her, that just wasn't something that was interesting to me, because that wasn't doing me any good. What I needed to do was get to the root of the problem and stop this from happening to anyone else.
What would you recommend to the guys who are like thinking about finding a lady in Ukraine? What would be your recommendation now, after you have such a big amount of experience and everything you went through? And before you answer, we have like Tony can be with us just for another 8 minutes, and we will answer some questions really fast.
Sure.
I will, like, while you answer this question. And sorry, like, somebody comment that I was smiling while you was telling the bad story. It was just a very kind comment from our subscriber. That's why I give a smile to him. Stefan, it was for you. Hello, because the guy is fluent in Russian, and it's always a deep respect from my side. So, Tony, yeah, while me and Striker are running through the questions really fast, tell, what would you recommend? And another question also is, would you come to Ukraine? Are you still have a hope and believe that you will find Ukrainian lady? And do you have a desire to find a Ukrainian lady after everything that happened?
Yes, well, I would say first and foremost, utilize the resources there, like your site and things like that, that can help a guy educate them. And before you write another letter or chat again, or if you've never done it before you start, educate yourself fully. Read about the website. And the website was Valentine that I was on, and read about it and find out everything. And when you see that fine print that says, that you could be scammed and it's not their fault, don't go on the website again, because they wrote that for a reason.
Which all of the websites say that. All of the big websites say that. So I don't know why they say that. It's as if they could say to a credit card company, well, we told them that we were scammers and they still used our service. They keep the money. But they pretty much all say that. Like the whole, it's a...
You wouldn't get on a plane if it said, our pilots aren't trained and we may crash. You wouldn't get on that plane, right? So why get on this website? And I've been to Ukraine several times. Whenever I travel, I go to Ukraine, and just this experience doesn't keep me from doing it. So that's why I said, when you go there, you don't feel the culture that you see on online. So
that's crazy. He said he'd been to Ukraine several times, but he never found nobody in Ukraine. He'd been in Ukraine several times, he said. He's been in Ukraine several times, but he never met nobody in Ukraine. But you spend $200,000, $300,000 mistake of speaking to somebody on a website. Wow. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Just be careful on these websites. I don't recommend websites at all. I don't recommend them. I know you say that people have gotten their luck on websites. Maybe some have, but the best way to meet females is cold approach or Facebook. Because at least with Facebook, you can use messengers to contact them. You can live chat with them on there. And you can look at their photos and you can look at what they've been posting. Let me see. What his intentions to date, because people travel for different. Oh yeah, probably so. I don't know. But $300,000 is a very expensive lesson. That's $250,000. Something was wrong with her. I think there was some type of mental illness going on there, to be completely honest. Because no sane person is going to spend $300,000 talking on a website. But I'm not going to troll this guy. I'm just saying, guys and girls and everybody, be careful. Be careful. If you meet somebody for the first time, for the very first time, and the first thing they jump on is sending them money, get rid of them. Relationship is not going to end very well. And it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. They can rob you. They can send some people to your house to rob you. Never give personal information on those websites. Never. Never give your address, and be careful about your phone number, because Some of these phone numbers you can look up on the internet, and they can get your address. So be very careful how you give your information. Okay? That was a big price. That was a big price. $300,000 can buy you a brand new house, buy you a house paid for. And what was so crazy about it, he didn't get nothing. He didn't get he didn't get no mushu, he didn't get nothing. No kiss, no nothing. At least at the romance tour I went to in Colombia, I was able physically to touch the females, even though it was very expensive, but I was still able to engage and interact and touch and feel the females. Yeah, they come to your spot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I heard several people who got robbed. What's his name? 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine-ish, the rapper. He got robbed. Dangerous times we living in, man. And that's why, listen to me, you always want to get their social media information. Because you can look on their page, man, they tell on themselves, man. They tell on themselves. Yeah, 6ix9ine, yeah, he got robbed, yep. And people will come into your house, man. And if they think that you got something, they will rob you. And another thing before we go, never give your financial information to nobody. Never tell anybody how much money you got, how much you're worth, or your professional information. Never tell anybody that say if you met a girl or something like that, and she asks you what you do for a living. Don't be telling her that you're a lawyer or that you're an engineer. You make 6 figures a year and all this. Don't do that, because what they do is it puts a target on you. It puts a target on you. And I have heard stories of people getting kidnapped. They may kidnap you, take you away, and it turns into extortion. Never do that. Never tell nobody. When people ask me what I do for a living, I say I do cartwheels for a living. No, impressing people by your money is very dangerous. It's very dangerous, especially if you go to a foreign country. When you go to a foreign country, you always want to be, don't bring no attention to yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to come off this live. Anybody got any more questions or anything they want to know before we shut this live down? Anyone have any more questions? I just want to appreciate the super stickers and super chats. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jay. Hey, man, I just try to give the truth. But there's one major thing I want to tell you guys before I close out this live stream. The live streams on StreamYard is not doing well. So I think I'm getting ready to shut down StreamYard. I don't know why, but it just don't The algorithm for some reason does better doing live stream this way. I don't know why. Because I'm paying I'm paying close to $50 a month for StreamYard, and for some reason it doesn't reach everybody. And I had Canva to make it's not helping the channel. Wow, Haiti for the World Cup. Oh, that's great. That's great, man. I didn't know about that. You said they qualified for the World Cup. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why the number's not going up on StreamYard. So I'm getting ready to get rid of StreamYard. And I'm getting ready to get rid of Canva. Because that's how I used to make my thumbnail. So by using StreamYard and Canva, I'm like, you know, spending like close to $60 a month for nothing. So maybe when the channel grows even bigger, maybe I'll go back to StreamYard. But it looks like this is the way that I'm gonna be doing live streams from now on. Until until things get better. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna miss those dramatic music and everything, but it just wasn't growing. It wasn't growing good. I wasn't getting any subscribers or anything. This way, for some reason, I don't know. It's like the algorithm is like it likes when I do videos this way. I don't know why. My watch time, everything goes up. It's just better doing it this way. And I get more of you guys to watch it. Like right now, I got 13 likes, which is pretty good. On StreamYard, I could barely get 2 or 3 or 4. Wow. They qualified for the World Cup. That is great for Haiti. So, Chris, how you doing, Chris? If anybody sees the process, the journey, go subscribe to his channel, okay? Chris gives very good information on traveling. He's a traveling expert. Good, 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 good. Like Chris, you said, I should be making reservations for the carnival in Barranquilla, huh? I should have had those reservations done by now. He said, book early. Okay. I talked to Cookie today. She's doing great, guys. She's doing really good. Yeah, so this is the way we'll be doing live streams. So I'm getting ready to drop off of StreamYard and Canva. I'm getting ready to cancel that. So I love you guys. Thank you all for everything. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you, Willie Brown, for the Cash App. Thank you very much, everybody. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I will be coming back. And I'm glad you like this channel, because if you want the truth, this is where you come, okay? Because the truth shall set you free, okay? Okay. He said, book now for the carnival. Yes, yes. I hope I'm able to go, though. He said, either Barranquilla or Port Spain or Rio. Yeah. I want to go to the one in Barranquilla. That way I can shoot out to Medellin after Barranquilla. I gotta look at my money though. You know what I'm saying? Money, 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 money. Everything costs now. Okay, guys. I hope y'all got something good out of this live video. And I will see you guys on the next video. Okay, you take care of yourselves, okay? Stay safe. Love you all very much. Thank you, Willie Brown, for the super chats. And thank everyone for the super chats and the cash apps. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Peace. Thank you.